Do you trust Giannis and the Bucks now?
All right, so the Milwaukee Bucks put that beat them down on the Heat. Right now, they were hitting basically everything they shot in the first half. Bryn Forbes, who you may not have heard of before, hit his first 5 3-pointers in the first half. One more, and he was going to have to shrug. Like, it was that level of bad for Miami and that level of good for Milwaukee. Now, does this mean I trust the Bucks? Yeah, for me it does. I think they're going to be the team to win the East, or at the very least, I think they're the team in the East that's best equipped to beat the Bucks. What we wondered though was whether they could beat Miami because of what we saw happen in the bubble last year. Couple points on that. One, some things about the bubble are going to prove to have been anomalous, and one of them seems to have been Tyler Hero because we barely even see him get to play anymore. But number two, this Milwaukee team is not the same one that was in the bubble. Like adding Drew Holiday, there's a big difference there. Chris Middleton now at the point where he can get his own shot. That is a big difference. So I felt pretty good about them already. I don't know if it changes just because they had a lights out shooting night at home.
Yeah, I mean, to properly respect the question, I believed in the Bucks before this game and before this series, and deep down in my heart, believe that they're going to win the series, even though people in Miami forced me to say other things. What happened yesterday was, I mean, it's really shocking to see more of Jimmy Butler struggling, right? Because the one thing, if you're a Heat fan and you say, hey, you know what, they lost by one possession in overtime, Jimmy Butler was bad, he's going to come back and have a heck of a bounce back. So is Bam Adebayo. Jimmy did not. Jimmy looked bad. He hadn't played against the Bucks all year long during the regular season, so he's just now getting a feel for them. And he said before the series, he's like, I'm ridiculously locked in. I'm so locked in. I remember watching him blow a putback layup in game one, thinking to myself, he's too locked in. Like, he's too tense. He's too uptight about carrying this team. And it looks like it. And they just don't look like a free-flowing team. And the things that they were able to do in the bubble was just focus and accomplish the task, whether it be defending Giannis, whether it be running your offense properly, or whether it be just Jimmy focusing and getting to the line. I don't know if just fans in Milwaukee or a different building changes that. I just think they've been off kilter all season long. You will see more moments like you have in Game 2 than you would from last year's bubble reoccurring this year. It's just not the same exact team with the same rhythms.
Yeah, it's not like I believe that Miami from the bubble was a fluke last year. I just think it's hard to replicate given the personnel and the circumstances. Like bringing up the bubble, bringing up him not seeing Milwaukee during the regular season is a reminder that the battle of attrition is undefeated in all of this. And Miami was one of those teams that suffered greatly with the turnaround, with the way that things went in a year that was another outlier. Now, two in succession, because this Milwaukee team, while yeah, they're probably not going to shoot like that again in this performance, was, I believe, top 5 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage during the regular season. Like, this is kind of what they do on their side. The interesting part for me is going to be for Milwaukee, because I hear both of you guys, and I understand a lot of people have looked at them to maybe come out of the East. But I don't even know if we've set the bar that high for them, because after last year, it feels like all they've got to do is slay the boogeyman here, and everything that happens after can be excused one way or another. You've got an MVP hopeful and Embiid on the Sixers. We know what the Nets are built up to be. And so this felt like the series that Milwaukee could kind of put all the chips in and say, we got to send a loud message here. And then everything after this gets to just be about basketball and not the recent past in the bubble.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, right? Because I do agree that Miami in particular would be a hurdle for them to jump. But given the regular season records that they put up in not getting to the NBA Finals in 2019 and in 2020, I don't care if they play the Nets or the Monstars. If they lose in the second round, Mike Budenholzer is getting fired, and we're going to talk about how it is the Giannis ain't built for it. Even though the issue isn't that he's not built for the postseason, is that he's not built to be a guy that we want him to be. He's like damn near 7 feet tall and can do all those things. But no, we need more, buddy. You got to be slinky and get last-second shots.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.